The compound is that vessel to show athletes into art, athletes into music. You know, a lot of athletes do photography. Like, they come here to be creative, to spar and go back and forth. I call it like a creative sparring match. What up,
My man?
About time. You up in the Bronx with the people of Push.
I told you I'd come up here, bro. I didn't lie to you.
I didn't hold my breath, though.
I didn't lie to you. A little later than I thought.
We're at the compound. It's the gallery, man. And this is the latest show we got going on, which is this artist named Dragon from Japan. And got a little surprise for you and the kid, man.
Uh-oh.
So this is actually
wow.
It's from
the crazy
MVP
man.
Awards, and it's actually because Kevin
won the Clutch Award, right?
He won the Clutch Award.
This is amazing, man. Have you showed him this yet?
So this is that. To me, when they asked me to curate it, I was like, and I found out he won the award. I was like, it was no other clutch shot in his career like that shot.
It's amazing, bro.
So
he's gonna flip out for this. I'm glad to have you in. The cool thing is like the ability to take the boardroom now into everybody else's home. But you, as much as anybody, truly live at like the intersection of all this, of sports and technology and culture. And I mean, it's people like you, and I've known you now 22 years, that have inspired me. And this is like what the show was about, like how you and I have known each other this long, and how our business through sports has been able to like branch off into so many different things, man.
So this pool table special.
Right.
It's a black cue ball. It's a white 8-ball.
Oh shit, I see. All right. So when did this start getting envisioned from being an AND1 to where you are now? Like,
I have this saying, I say art is everything. So before you look at it like a toy, it was drawn first. So I was sitting my Transformers next to my turntables. I was sitting G.I. Joes on the crates. So that's where the concept came from. You know what? Compound is basically about combining two things. It could be art and music. It could be sports and video games. I want to build a place that makes creative people, when they come in,
feel creative.
Feel creative. And all these celebrities and stars and athletes, they want to feel safe. Yep. They want to get away from the world. And that's why I feel like a lot of people, they come here to be creative, to spar and go back and forth, and at the same time, they feel safe.
I saw you did you had built the awards for the NBPA, right? The NBA PA awards. So you're gonna take all the awards you gave out will now be displayed as an art show here.
As an art show. And we're gonna do an event here at the compound, and then it'll be an open event at first for the NBPA and NBA and all the league people. And then after that, the show will stay up for a month so people could come to the gallery.
So tell me more about like where you see the compound, your business going in terms of the sports angle.
I feel like compound is gonna be, it is that vessel to show athletes into art, athletes into music. You know, a lot of athletes do photography. Like, that's one of the compound logos. And then, you know, you look at this as just a Ron English piece that he created before I met him. So then what happened was Ron had that, and that spawned into the idea of me doing my own. Because growing up, I was like, why is all the cartoons white? I was like, the Jetsons,
G.I. Joe,
Flintstones, Charlie Brown. I was like, I want to do a black Charlie Brown. So I pitched the idea to Ron English, and he was like, well, I never would have thought of that or heard of that. And then I actually put a baseball cap on him. A lot of people don't remember when Charlie Brown was on the pitcher's mound. He had the hat, but he turned it sideways like Flav. And that was the reason I did the black Charlie Brown. So that was one of our first toys, a compound toy. And it also inspired us to do the black Bruce Lee.
Yep. All right, so let's get to the 7, because I think if there's one thing, as much as the gas mask, that kind of represents what I see, and there's nobody that I see on the gram that's not wearing the 7.
A lot of people ask me who's my favorite artist and who you think is the dopest, and to me it's God. And when I look at it that way, he created the world. And the most two beautiful things that we always look at, and we don't even understand how beautiful it is the human race and the world. And it was created in 7 days, 6 days, created 7-day rest. So that's why the 7 started for me. a lot of the great athletes, you know, from you got your Melo came, you got your Kyle Lowry, you have your John Elway, Michael Vick, Cristiano Ronaldo. It's a number that was like a magical number in sports.
Yep.
That like a lot of greats had, and now we have Kevin.
It's amazing, man. Is it
My
your
shot, my shot, man, and the
All right.
game is set. Wow.
Set Free was your DJ name?
Set Free was the DJ name.
Takes an ex-music guy to be able to spot that one, man.
My father used to always tell me, "You'll never go to jail, not with that name." So
Was he right?
Yeah, he's totally right, man. I'll take a draw.
Let's take a draw. I'll still take a piece of art.
Hey, that'd be great.
What's
Here, let me stand in
1
this one.
year, 5 years? Where's this thing going?
So to me, is to take the compound to all these different countries and places, not just to build it as an art gallery, but a space where creatives come and work on things together.
It's incredible, man. Well, I'm down, bro. I'm part of the mission, bro.
Thank
Whatever
you,
you
man.
need, I'm excited you let me in here. This ain't gonna be the last time.
I was born in the Bronx, and they say, when a man returns to where he's from, you'll have understanding. And I was like, I'm gonna move back to the Bronx. And it's the birthplace of hip hop. Compound is basically about combining two things. Like a lot of people, they come here to be creative, to spar and go back and forth, and at the same time, they feel safe.